Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, AmeriGroup Insurance, McLean Financial Group, Bella Baton Rouge Casino, Gordon McKernan Law Firm, and Jerry Lane Family of Automobile Dealerships. Hello and welcome to Week 9 of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. We come to you each week from Shucks on the Levee, located in the Bella Baton Rouge Casino. We shoot Monday nights about 7 o'clock, and we invite you to come out, have a meal, have a libation, and talk a little Southern University football with Coach and I after the show. Coach, we come on about 5 times a week. You can catch us on Cox 4, Cox 37, Cox Sports Television, as well as Pelican Sports. So put it on your DVR, check us out live or recorded. You can also catch us on YouTube as well as our Facebook channel. Coach, great game Saturday night in Houston. One of our favorite trips of the year. The Jaguar Nation loves to go to Houston. We come out victorious against the Texas Southern Tigers, 40-21. Coach, this was a game that started out similar to the Prairie View game, a lot of give and take, but in the end, your defense locked down, and we won that game.
Well, you know, I think in the first half, we was playing pretty good football, and we had a punt block, we had a punt return where we dropped it, and we gave them really the short field, and we was going in to score, and we fumbled on the 1-yard line, but, I mean, it's just a resilient group, man. I think they come together, coaches stay to the plan, and you know, you got to stay positive even in the midst of your adversity, and it was just good to see those guys perform the way they performed in the second half.
Coach, totally nasty day in Houston as Hurricane Patricia's remnants roared into Texas. It rained constantly pretty much throughout the game. Field conditions were sloppy, but your Jaguars had the answer for that, and that was the ground game with Leonard Tillery as he rushes for a career day, 196 yards. Coach, it was just what the doctor ordered.
Well, exactly. In those conditions, you gotta be able to run the ball, and it was just good to see Leonard Tillery and that offensive line do a great job opening some holes. And you know, it's hard to throw the ball during those times, but it's great to see him run the ball.
Let's jump into those first half highlights, Coach, and show the viewers exactly what transpired in the Southern versus Texas Southern. It was their homecoming, light crowd due to the weather at BBVA Stadium, but this man never fails to excite. The fast Mr. Willie Quinn, his 6th kickoff return of his career at Southern University. Coach, you got to be proud of the effort of a young man like that.
Well, exactly. You know, tied the record, just great blocking, great running. You know, he's done a tremendous job for us. Just one of the most exciting football players in college football.
Texas Southern gets the ball, and your special teams come up with a really good play here, Coach. That's a hell of a hit by the special teams players. That's called knocking the snot out of somebody.
Well, that's our kicker right there. You know, I got to tell him, man, you know, you're not a linebacker, but he goes down there and likes to get his name called for stats, I guess.
Coach, Nico Talbert muffs one. They punt, we get it back. Then Mike Jones gets a nice return, Coach, of about 40 yards. You had to be happy with the field position in the first half.
Well, exactly. I thought we were playing well. Thought we executed to try to get the short field, especially in those conditions.
You see Willie Quinn going back to work after catching the ball. We're on the move. Leonard Tillery's doing his thing. Coach, that young man gives up his body for the Southern University Jaguar football team.
He runs hard. You know, every time I put the film on, he smells that goal line.
And, of course, we get a score there. The score at this point is 21-7. They come back with a nice long touchdown pass. I think that kid might have been from Scotlandville, Coach.
Yeah, I think that was, is that Larry
Clark, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Danny Johnson catches a nice one. Coach, Danny could have scored if he had followed his blocking right here.
Well, you know, that he hadn't had the ball many times on kickoff return. We got to make sure he got the right vision.
Well, we get the ball. Howard hits the receiver in stride, and we take it down. But unfortunately, Crockett puts it on the turf. Coach, that was just a good helmet on football. Almost, you can't do anything about that.
Well, you know, things are going to happen. You got to go play the next play. And that's what we told them. Don't worry about it. It's a long game, and let's go play the next one.
Coach, we've had them pinned down at the 1 yard line. This guy was on the inch line, and he actually got off an 80-yard kick with the roll, probably one of his longest punts ever. Of course, Mr. Willie Quinn does his deal to get us about 20, 30 yards out of it right there, making something out of nothing. But the kid got a heck of a punt on it. Of course, when we go to punt, we had our punt block. Coach, what is up with that? That's about our third punt block on the season. Is that a special teams failure, somebody letting the blocker in?
Well, just poor execution, got to count system. Guys got to understand, stay locked in, man. You can't lose your focus in the football game. You never know which play is going to prevent you from excelling in that football game.
Pure execution. Coach, we just saw a couple of nice defensive plays, and you got to be appreciative of that. We actually had 8 sacks on the day. At halftime, it was 21-21 after a fast start by the Jaguars. When we come back, we'll look at the second half of the Texas Southern University homecoming game in Houston, Texas on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Stay with us.
What's the most important aspect of event hosting? Location. This is something the Bell knew from day one. That's why we're located in downtown Baton Rouge, across from the convention center, close to LSU, and right by the river. So with a friendly staff, award-winning cuisine, and a massive conference center of 10 rooms and 24,000 square feet capable of fitting more than 2,000 guests, what we offer is just as important as where we are.
Catch the fever with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints behind-the-scenes fan experience. Get in the action with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Catch it today.
Traveling with kids is kind of a nightmare, but flying out of BTR makes it stress-free. Everyone there is
so much friendlier than any other airport I've been to. You can't have a fantastic city without the community support of a great airport. I can actually get anywhere in the world from right here in town. BTR makes travel
so easy that I feel at home right when my plane lands. It takes almost no time to get back to my family. So that feeling of, this is home, for me, happens at BTR.
The key to your future starts here. Discover a university with top programs in nursing, engineering, business, and education. Receive one-on-one interaction with professors and an affordable world-class education. Enter with the will to succeed and leave with the tools to excel. Your future awaits you here at Southern University and A&M College, your #1 HBCU.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Coach, we come out of halftime 21-21. What'd you tell your team at half to get them going for the second half?
Well, it's a 0-0 ball game, man. You got to play the next play. Stay positive and just focus on the next play, and that's really all you do. And I think they did a great job of coming out the second half with the right focus, and it led to us really taking control of the football game.
Coach, I mentioned your defense locked down in the second half in that first segment. When I talk about lockdown, I'm talking 8 sacks, 17 tackles for loss. You and the defensive staff had to be really pleased with that effort.
Well, it's just a work in progress. Those guys took a lot of criticism, and for the previous football game, and 18, 19-year-old men out there trying trying to fight for a cause, and that's what we told them, stay the course. You know, we understand what we got to do, how we can get better, and that's what you do. When you're down, you put your arm around them, you love them up, and you go back out there and you try it again. And that's really how it's been since I've been here as the head coach. You don't really get down, man. You just go play the next play the next game, and see if you can play it better than you did the previous game.
Let's jump into those second half highlights, Coach, and wrap up this Texas Southern game. We talked about sacks, and here you go, Danny Brown. He starts it off with a sack and a fumble picked up by Tiller. That had to make your day, Coach.
Well, it's just great to see those guys having fun and making plays. We've been close all year. The quarterback been throwing the football right as we get there, and we tighten the coverage up a little bit, and guys were able to get home and get sacks.
Pittman makes a field goal. Then we have two plays where your defenders get tackles for loss, and then we get a nice block. And of course, Mike Jones should have had a touchdown right there, but it squirts out of the end zone. I guess that's why they call it a pigskin, Coach.
Well, I tell you, we put a little water on it, that thing hard to squeeze.
And there you see Leonard Tillery doing his thing, tiptoeing on the sideline. Coach, right now as you look at the video, you can tell it was really raining hard. Do the guys like to play in rain?
Well, you know, I just think they enjoy playing football, and, you know, we try not to worry about the elements because it's not an advantage for anyone because the opposing team is playing in those same elements.
Deontay Shorts comes in for a great productive series. He uses his feet to score on a 12-yard touchdown. We back on defense, get a sack. Coach, right there, your defense is playing lights out. I think that was McDuffie on the tackle for another tackle for loss, another sack. Coach, in the second half, your defense was playing like madmen.
Well, you got to get better, you know, and that's what it's all about. It's challenging yourself every time you go out there just to get better.
Coach, trying to get the ball to the outside. Your offensive coordinator's called a great draw play. Leonard Tillery rips one for 43 yards. Then we come back and we get the touchdown from John West from 1 yard out. At this point, we got a nice commanding lead, 40-21. There you see Tillery with another draw play, chopping up some yardage. Coach, you had to really be happy with your offensive execution on this day in Texas.
Well, I really thought we played extremely well in the second half. I think that's the first complete half of football that we played well, offensive, defensive, and special teams. Now we got to try to carry on with that momentum.
You saw a nice interception there to close out the game. Coach, great win, 40-21 over the Texas Southern Tigers. Kind of rained on their homecoming, literally and figuratively. When we come back, we'll look at the Cox Players of the Week on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
My Jags hit real hard, but not nearly as hard as a car or a big truck. When something like that happens, you need the right team on your side to tackle the big insurance company.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, my team of attorneys can hit back. Call me right now.
If I ever get hit by a car or a big truck, you better believe I will get Gordon.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Let me hit the big insurance company back. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
I have 2 kids, and like any mom, I want them to be healthy. So I chose Amerigroup Louisiana for our Bayou Health Plan. We get all our Medicaid benefits and pharmacy and prescription drug coverage. But you know what I really like? I get rewards for taking my kids to their doctor visits.
Choose Amerigroup Louisiana. Call 1-855-BAYOU-4U today. That's 1-855-229-6848.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
What brings your home to life? What makes it all work? And what could possibly make it any better? Introducing Cox Home Life, home security and automation. It doesn't just unlock the door, it unlocks your home's full potential. So you have more control during the day and can sleep better at night. Cox Home Life. Protect, monitor, control.
You can count on I'm a cowgirl, but I like to ride in style.
I'm a broadcasting major, and I want everyone to know that I love my Cadillac SRX.
Always lead to, you can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show, where we come to you each week from Shucks on the Levee at the Bella Baton Rouge Casino. We shoot it Monday nights about 7 o'clock and invite you to come out, hang out, and talk a little SU football with Coach and I. Coach, at this time every week, of course, we do our Cox Players of the Week. Who were the Cox Players of the Week on offense, defense, and special teams this week?
Well, special teams, it was Mike Jones, who had a great day for us, and offensively, it was two guys. We had Leonard Tillery and Anthony Mosley. Guys played extremely well. And defensively, it was Daniel Brown.
Congratulations to the gentleman who won the Cox Players of the Week. All right, Coach, after the game, Joe Dupree caught up with the fast Willie Quinn and Mr. Leonard Tillery, and he filed this Coke Zero player interview for us. Take it away, Joe.
That's right, Todd. After a wonderful game right here for homecoming Texas Southern, not only did Patricia come in and give bad weather, but Willie Quinn once again ran one all the way back. How does it feel, Willie, to run another punt return back?
I mean, I give the credit to my the ones who blocked it for me, the 10 guys that blocked it for me. I did my job to get to the end zone.
Well, you did your job. Ran one back. Now, here's the other question. Normally, after you run it back, nobody wants to kick to you anymore. How does it feel knowing that they're not going to kick to you once you score?
I mean, it's just opportunity. They give me the opportunity to kick it back down, and my job to take it back.
And Leonard, you did your thing today. 2 touchdowns, almost 200 yards. You were maybe 4 yards from hitting that too. Listen, man, and running in this type of weather, how did it feel?
I said it felt great. We came out, we knew the game was going to be wet. Early we tried throwing, but as it got wetter, we knew we had to rely on the run game. So the offensive line just buckled up, and they just had a great drive all night, you know. It's really nothing I did. It's really just an amazing job by the offensive line.
Well, the offense did look great, and of course you did your thing. And man, what can we expect more of this as we move on toward that elusive SWAC championship?
Oh, most definitely. You know, like I said last week in the interview, it's just whatever you want to choose to give us. You know, if you give us the run game, we'll run. If you try to put 8 in the box, 9 in the box, we'll just throw the ball. You know, we have playmakers all over the field, and it just so happened that today was the run game.
That was the game. Today was the day. Southern came out victorious. You heard it right here on the Jaguar Football Show.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Leonard. Thanks, Willie, for the Coke Zero player interview. Coach, again, great game. Talking about the exciting Mr. Willie Quinn, having a kid like that on your team who could potentially impact the game every time he touches the ball. Talk about what it's like to have a player like that and how you try to incorporate him into the offense and into the game as many ways as you can.
Well, you know, he's an exciting football player, and he really believed that anytime he touches football, he's going to score, and it's our job as coaches to put him in different positions to create those opportunities for him. He's one of the most gifted athletes that we have on our football team, talented individual that's so explosive that once he get the ball, you know, you take some of the bad with the good with him, and you know, just try to focus on not losing yards. He's always trying to make the big play, and you know, he's made the big play for us so many times, and he's just a phenomenal athlete, just a great person, and we're just happy he's on our football team.
Well, we want to say congratulations to Willie. He has tied the FCS record for kickoff returns with 6, but he also has 3 punt returns for a total of 9 returns for touchdown during his career at Southern. So congratulations, fast Willie Quinn. We enjoy watching you play. Coach, what did you take away from the Texas Southern football game? A good total win. You know, the defense did its thing. You know, the stops, the sacks, the stops were lost. The offense scored 40 points. Usually if you score 40 points, you ought to win. What did you take away from that game?
Well, you know, it's just one of those games where you look at, you play, you win, and you're happy that you improved from the previous game. And that's what it's all about. Each week is about getting better and trying to get these guys mentally where they need to be to go out and compete. And we've been very competitive in all the games that we played, and you know, really that's what we ask for. Now, clean up the mistakes, continue to get better, clean up the penalties, and continue to move the team forward. And that's really all we talk about. You know, this one is over. We won't talk about it anymore. We move on to the next one, and that's how we address every day. You don't live in the past. Focus on the future. Take it 1 second at a time, and you master that second and try to incorporate that into minutes and hours and get better for the day.
Well, there you have it from the coach. When we come back, we'll look ahead to our next big game against the Alcorn State Braves, which will be a rematch of the 2014 SWAC championship game. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
Catch the fever with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints behind-the-scenes fan experience. Get in the action with the Saints Fever Scratch-Off from the lottery. Catch it today.
Traveling with kids is kind of a nightmare, but flying out of BTR makes it stress-free. Everyone there is
so much friendlier than any other airport I've been to. You can't have a fantastic city without the community support of a great airport. I can actually get anywhere in the world from right here in town. BTR makes travel
so easy that I feel at home right when my plane lands. It takes almost no time to get back to my family. So that feeling of, this is home, for me, happens at BTR.
Variety. It's needed for any wedding. Friendly staff, gorgeous venues, entertainment, food, buffet-style dining, or an intimate sit-down dinner. Rehearsal dinner for 15 people or reception halls for 1,000. Gorgeous rooms, an expansive casino, or a close-knit lounge. On your special day, you deserve variety. And that's exactly what the Bell offers.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms. Coach, this weekend, the Alcorn State Braves visit the Bluff. And of course, Alcorn beat us twice last year. Of course, the second time was for the SWAC championship. They come in after a 35-34 homecoming loss to Grambling. Good game. Of course, they think they probably should have won. But you're also talking about the SWAC 2014 Player of the Year, the SWAC 2015 Preseason Player of the Year. John Gibbs at quarterback is back. How do we plan on stopping John Gibbs at quarterback?
Well, I mean, I think it's a collective group effort, man. I think you got to understand what the scheme is. Guys got to execute, and really that's all we talk about is that, you know, making sure you do your part, do your 1 and 11, be who you're supposed to be, and execute. And when we do that, we're as good as anybody. When we don't do that, it makes the game difficult, and our guys understand that. And we hopefully got the right mindset when we come out to practice tomorrow night, and look forward to getting prepared for Alcorn State.
Coach, what do they like to do on offense and defense?
Well, offensively, they're going to spread the ball around, run the ball, formation you. And defensively, they're very aggressive. They like to go zero. They'll play some zone, get in 4 down, 3 down, so they're a multiple front team. So it'll be an exciting football game, but, you know, we're at home, and we look forward to seeing them come into Mumford Stadium.
All right, we're going to wrap up this segment so we can get into our last segment. So stay with us, and when we come back, we'll wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odoms.
My Jags hit real hard, but not nearly as hard as a car or a big truck. When something like that happens, you need the right team on your side to tackle the big insurance company.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, my team of attorneys can hit back. Call me right now.
If I ever get hit by a car or a big truck, you better believe I will get Gordon.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Let me hit the big insurance company back. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
I have 2 kids, and like any mom, I want them to be healthy. So I chose Amerigroup Louisiana for our Bayou Health Plan. We get all our Medicaid benefits and pharmacy and prescription drug coverage. But you know what I really like? I get rewards for taking my kids to their doctor visits.
Choose Amerigroup Louisiana. Call 1-855-BAYOU-4U today. That's 1-855-229-6848.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
What brings your home to life? What makes it all work? And what could possibly make it any better? Introducing Cox Home Life, home security and automation. It doesn't just unlock the door, it unlocks your home's full potential. So you have more control during the day and can sleep better at night. Cox Home Life. Protect, monitor, control.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
All lanes lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show. As we wrap up this week's show, Coach, do we have any injuries that are bothering us?
Well, no, I think we came out of this game as healthy as we have any other game, and we just look forward to some guys that were already out to get healthy and come back and join the team this week.
All right. What we need the Jaguar Nation to do is buy some tickets, be in the stadium, and give to the Devon Gales Fund. So if we can put that graphic up so we can always support Devon, make sure you don't forget this young man. He's going to need support, so give to the Devon Gales Fund if you haven't. And if you have, give again. It won't hurt you. Coach, have you talked to Devon?
I haven't talked to him. You know, he actually did a little promo for our pregame film, and it was just great to see it and great smiles.
Very good to hear. All right, Coach, as we close it out,
go Jags!